Are you looking for tips on how to be more successful with your LinkedIn prospecting? Well, stay tuned because today I am bringing you 10 tips that are going to take your LinkedIn prospecting from getting lost in their inbox to being noticed and getting responses. Hi, I'm Amy Walker, Client Acquisition Specialist, and welcome to my channel. My favorite thing to do is to help you find the simplest, most efficient ways to consistently acquire your ideal client. Today we're talking about LinkedIn prospecting. So here's the deal. LinkedIn is my favorite prospecting platform. It's one of my favorite social media platforms, and it is the #1 performing platform for my business. We have generated more of our sales indirectly or directly through LinkedIn than anywhere else. We've been prospecting on LinkedIn for years, and I'm going to show you 10 tips to help it actually work, because the LinkedIn inbox is a crowded place. Go check yours out. It's full of junky offers that all sound the same. And it's not even that they're written poorly. There's so many of them. Like, it's overwhelming the amount of people that are reaching out to you. So I'm going to give you some tips today. And number 9 is going to absolutely blow your mind and keep you out of that competition pool in the LinkedIn inbox. Okay, let's jump into our 10 tips. I've got my notes right here, so we'll be looking at them. Tip number 1 is to know who your dream client is. That is really critical because it does you no good to prospect the wrong people. It is a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of money. So you need to have a dream client profile that you can fill out and you know exactly who you're looking for. Because when you go into Sales Navigator in LinkedIn, you can do quite an advanced search, but you have to know which boxes to check. So that's tip number 1. Know who your dream client is. Don't spend any time or energy with people who don't fit the bill. Tip number 2, a small list in prospecting is more valuable than a big list. So what we're going to do is when we use our Sales Navigator to do searches and try to find our ideal client, we're trying to narrow that list down as much as possible. It might look exciting to pull up a list and go, woohoo, I have 3,000 prospects. That's actually not good, and you'll see why when I tell you all the rest of my tips. We want to have a small, condensed, really efficient list that we're working off of when we prospect. Tip number 3, have a profile checklist for what you look for in your ideal client so that you can do a quick scan and you can kind of quickly see if they have the indicators that you're looking for in that initial profile scan, and then you can put them off your list or keep them on your list. For example, a lot of our prospecting that we do is to find experts to speak on our expert summits and to find referral partners and affiliate partners. That's a lot of our prospecting that we do. And so in that profile, we're looking for certain indicators that show, like, have they earned awards in business? We're looking for the companies that they've worked with and trained with. We're looking for the endorsements that they have. And so we're doing a quick glance just to see, do they fit those few checkbox items that we're looking for, and then we can move on. Tip number 4, look them up on their website. It's not enough just to go off of LinkedIn, because on their website, they might not actually really use LinkedIn, or they might look like a beast on LinkedIn, but their website looks like junk. So you need to kind of look them up in both places to be able to identify, are they a good prospect for you? Tip number 5, Google your prospect. When you reach out, you want to be able to reach out with the best, most customized, most personalized reach out. And so you need to do a little bit of stalking first. Not like in a creepy, illegal type of a way, but just in a Google them. Have they won awards? Are they part of other groups or other communities? Are there other places where you can connect with them? Tip number 6, check out your prospect's social media platforms across the board and see, again, are there certain things that they're interested in? Are there certain things that groups that they're a part of, conversations that they're starting and having? And as you're getting to know them a little bit more, are they looking more and more like your ideal dream client? Are they looking more and more like somebody you don't want to work with? Great information to get during the prospecting process. Tip number 7. If you've gone through your initial connecting and looking at them and different platforms and you still like what you see and think this is a great dream client for me, The next thing is to go and follow them on 2 or 3 different platforms, and then spend a couple of days engaging with them, like their stuff, leave a comment. Nothing creepy, don't send any personal reach outs yet, but what's going to happen is they're getting familiar with you. They're seeing you in a few different places, and they're getting some name and face recognition from your profile picture. So pick one that looks like you. And they're just getting a little bit familiar so that when you reach out, you don't feel like a stranger, but you feel like an acquaintance. That's what we're trying to accomplish here. So to review, tip number 7, connect with them. Tip number 8, engage with them so that when you do send your reach out, you are going to not be a stranger, but somebody who is more of an acquaintance. Tip number 9, this is the one that we have all been waiting for. Connect with them. When you do send that individual reach out, send it through Facebook Messenger, not LinkedIn. Are you hearing me on this? Because think about it, your Messenger open rate is very high and your LinkedIn open rate is low. There's a few reasons for that. One is that we're on Facebook multiple times a day, most of us. Some of us only go on LinkedIn once a week. So by the time we go in, it's like checking an email account once a week. The other thing is that in LinkedIn's inbox versus Messenger's inbox, we get a lot of businessy reach out type requests in LinkedIn. And so your message will get lost with a bunch of other stuff. We get a little bit less of that in Messenger. All right, now strategy number 10, this is the part where it all comes together and it works or it doesn't work. It is, what is your reach out? I gotta be honest with you, I can't stand spammy reach outs. My least favorite things are when somebody reaches out and says, hey, it looks like we have a lot of friends in common. I'd love to jump on a call and see if we have any synergy. I'm like, no, I don't even know what you're asking for. It's super vague, no. Another thing that I really can't stand is when someone reaches out and they say, oh, I've been following you, you do great things, and I think you'd be great at doing what I do. No, not interested. Another thing that drives me crazy, and this one is more subtle, but it's super annoying, don't do it, is when somebody asks me a question, but really what they're trying to do is they're trying to set themselves up to be an expert in that area. So they'll ask something like, so how do you find all of your clients? Do you find very many online? And what they're wanting to do is pitch me their service. You guys, I can read through that every single time. Versus somebody who's sending like a sincere question. It just, don't be pitchy. This first reach out when you're prospecting is not a chance for you to pitch yourself. It's a chance to actually establish a relationship. Imagine that we're not going to pitch. The very first message you send somebody should not be a pitch. Imagine that. So what do you want to send? I love video introductions. So you could create a video introduction that is you on your phone that says, hey, thanks so much for connecting. I'm excited to see your content. It looks like you got some great stuff already. I'd love to just tell you a quick introduction about me. Here's who I am, here's what I do, and I'm really looking forward to staying engaged and connected. So reach out if there's anything I can do for you. Those tend to start conversations better because you don't get very many of them. When I get connections through Messenger, a lot of times I'll send a voicemail and the video might be pre-recorded. The voicemail is just going to be like straight up, hey, thanks so much for friending me. Looking forward to being connected with you and staying part of what you do. I actually first saw you on XYZ platform, was really impressed with what you're doing on the work over there, and looking forward to having you in my network. That's it. Like, it's a real actual conversation that I'm starting with people. Shocking. I'm not trying to spam them from the very get-go. So if we look back over these 10 steps, here's what we're doing. First one is we're really getting the right people on our list. The second thing is we're really kind of getting to know these people so that we understand what they're interested in, what they're responding to. The third thing is we're sending a reach out that is not a pitch, but is an actual connection. When you do those things, you will be setting yourself up so that the next time you reach out with your irresistible ask, that they will want to say yes because you've customized your message to them. You've done your homework on them. You know who they are. You've put some time and effort into making sure this is the right type of connection. So when you drop your irresistible ask in front of them, they will actually be excited about it and it will be a fit for them. This is how you make prospecting incredibly, incredibly valuable. Starts on LinkedIn, goes to other platforms, ends through Messenger. There you have it, my friends. All right. If this is helpful for you, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. Hit the bell notification. I release new content 3 times a week and would love to be a great resource for you in your business. Also, if you are looking to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, head on over to our Acquire Facebook group where you can learn more about the client acquisition process. And if you have not gotten it yet, you must be new to the channel, because otherwise, why wouldn't you have gotten it yet? Download our sales and marketing scorecard, and it's an assessment that you can take for your business. And based on where your sales and marketing strategy is at, I will send you a customized improvement plan with specific advice for your business at your level. And we are here really just to create some great resources for you and a great community for you to be able to have the support that you need while you are growing your business. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.